Oh shit!
You cannot conserve what you don't know. So it's very, very important to have data and information out there.
Camera traps are motion activated. When an animal comes in front of it, the motion detector sets it off. So we're able to see what species live in an area, the number, and their interactions with the landscape.
I designed this monitoring program to get density estimates.
This is the data sheet.
If you've got good density estimations on predators, you can determine how much other wildlife you need to stock in the reserve, ultimately how you need to manage your reserves.
All right, so we're setting our first camera trap right now.
This is now the second consecutive year that we've done the program. In 2019, they conducted an aerial count at Limpopo Lepati. It's a very good way of counting large game active during daytime. 25 mammals were counted with a plane, and with last year's results, there was about 42 mammal species counted, almost doubled the amount compared to the aerial count. Camera traps have a big advantage, counting animals that are nocturnal and anything from small mice all the way through to elephants. It's sort of like having a human 24/7 at one point, counting something that walks by. We've put 104 cameras, 52 sites on a 20,000 hectare game reserve. It's 2 by 2 kilometer grids. It goes from the top to the bottom of the reserve.
It is extremely strenuous to set the first set of traps. They're in the middle of the reserve, some of them are up mountains, some of them are in stream beds, and you are encountering the unknowns.
Last year was the maiden survey, the first of its kind in this place. So there were a lot of things to learn.
Most of these pictures are us setting the trap.
You're dealing with, hundreds of SD cards and cameras and then camera boxes. Everything's numbered and labeled.
If they're working off of folders that have this naming and we've got other naming folders and other naming files, it's going to duplicate or we're going to miss out completely.
Really good that it's sensitive, but we don't want to fill up our SD cards.
Photos of nothing.
Yeah.
The cameras themselves have dozens of settings.
The wind just blows us back and forth the whole day. The SD card is full and we have to adjust the settings, otherwise the survey will be over in about 3 to 4 days.
We're out here again to check the camera traps just to see if the SD cards are full.
It stopped taking pictures not because it was full, but because the batteries went flat.
You can work all day and night making sure and thinking that everything's perfect, and then you get out in the field and realize, oh, you've got the wrong box or somebody put the wrong card.
Hard drives are missing, data is mixed into different drives.
It was a shit show. It was like, wrong card, this number is not matching with that, oh shit, cross that out. There's no fucking batteries. I mean, I don't know what they were doing. Men don't know how to communicate with each other unless there's a woman there telling them what to do.
It's very important that the camera trap photos is linked correctly with the GPS coordinate.
I can fix this. It's just, I am completely overwhelmed now.
Mistakes will be made. We'll figure it out as best we can. It's not a waste of time.
And then we've got another one over here. This camera's out. We won't be able to fix this. That's the camera lens, that's broken. This is the infrared lights. Yeah, the cover's broken.
Unfixable.
And even the SD card is out.
How is that possible?
Our number one culprit for destroying the cameras is elephants.
Oh, he left it. Yeah. Oh, but he came back. Oh, and it's on the ground.
Then you came for the other one.
The scent of a human being doing something in the bush, they can smell several miles away. There's something wrong in the environment. It's this plastic box, and they rip it off the tree. Hyenas, they will literally chew it to bits, swallow it, and ingest it.
This year we knew what we were expecting. Everybody knew what they were supposed to do. Everybody had a role in the team. So we rolled in like a machine.
save the card differently, like name it after the camera trap?
It's already done.
Yeah, you guys are magic.
Can you fill in the data sheet?
Yeah. A year later, it's so much easier and it goes like twice as fast.
No, it's definitely
That was only on Friday?
Yeah.
We'll tell you that.
Okay, so we can test it. If you want to walk through the trail.
Check both settings, right? Yes. We're good? Okay.
We double check this one. It's set. This one's good. We're ready for that one.
It's a wrap. So we're already out in the field. We've set our first camera trap and we're gonna set a second one right across. Give me that.
The 69 is B.
Yeah.
I put 741. Is it the same? 742, 3.
And this is A.
This is B.
Do we have another cable?
Jesus H. Christ. Is it fucking 43B or A?
It's 43.
Everyone's saying a different. That's
43A.
Okay, it's A. Yeah, so the 1117 is A.
117 is.
Oh my God! What?
Which is which?
What?
The 117 is which one?
What's the card number?
1069.
Yeah, what's the card number? A or B? 43A or B?
This one
We
is
gotta take the
A.
card out.
Ah, Jesus H. Christ.
It's already written there.
No, so far I keep crossing it off A or B because everybody's telling me something different. Tyler and Vince think it's different.
No, I
Ronald
never
thinks it's
said
different.
anything.
James thinks it's different.
setting
You think it's
They are
different.
the ones who are coordinating.
We're the worst camera trap surveyors in fucking history.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
A.
so it's A, that one. This is B. Okay, you're
1069 should be A.
All right,
But when I gave the SIM cards out,
all right.
What's the elevation?
It's A. No, B.
Mom, you have to change
We're
your
minutes away from actually going on Sundowner for a cocktail, so we're rushing through this to get on safari, see some wildlife, and have our first safari cocktail together. Let me get down where the animal's gonna be. I'm predator height, okay? This is why I'm doing this. Okay, let's go for sundowners. Time for cocktails.
Boom! Party over!
It is very strenuous to work out in the bush. We definitely like to have a good time, but there also has to be a hardiness to you. You could end up running into snakes, lions, elephants, whatever. Just some safety briefing quickly. We're gonna try to stay in a single file. If we encounter any wildlife, we're gonna listen to APU, and whatever you do, don't run. And no screaming, all right? No matter what, no screaming. You have to bring machetes, you have to bring clippers, and paperwork, field notes, cameras, etc. Trim my bush. Are you hooked? Yeah, it's on your sweater. Just throw it away. Forget it. Just leave it here.
The next one, east, is 028.
It takes about a week or two to put the cameras out in the field, and then they basically brew for about 45 days. When you get all the data back, we're talking about hundreds of thousands of images. It takes weeks to compile and create a package of information that we then pass off to the University of Virginia Tech, and they have grad students up the yin-yang crunching this data for months on end.
We are undertaking one of the largest camera trap surveys in Africa.
Ultimately, you want to be able to do a survey for several years in a row, and every year you're refining the previous year's data.
The information we are gathering is going to be very, very helpful to the management of the reserve.
We can get into any corner of this reserve, so we can create ideal grid surveys. Anything we want to test out in the field, we could do it here and implement this in other countries.